Alright, so what's up, you guys? It's me again, back with another video. This video right here is going to be about why I'm choosing to do van life instead of living in a regular old apartment or condo or house or something like that. So basically, I want to save money first and foremost. Um, I actually rather live free than live in captivity, meaning if you're living in an apartment, there's very limited things that are going on in your life, especially if you have kids. I don't have kids or anything like that. I'm not in debt or anything like that. Um, all through my life, I've been taking my time purposely because I didn't want to delay anything that I really wanted to do in my life. Hence why it's so easy for me to do certain things I put my mind to. If you're living in an apartment, you have kids or anything like that, you're very limited because you're you're working to keep that. A house, an apartment is gonna stay where it's at on that land. It's not gonna have wheels to roll around or anything like that. So that means if you want to travel or anything like that, you have to worry about your bills for your house first or your apartment, and then a second bill to get on that plane flight to go where you're going to travel. And then you have to worry about the bill for the food that you're eating, and then the bill to come back, you know? Unless it's like an all round trip thing. You still got to pay for food, and when you come back, you got to worry about your bill for your house. I'm avoiding all of that, first of all. Um, I like to be, excuse me, I like to be outside. I like to explore and see different things and meet different people. It makes me happy. Like, I don't like to feel like I'm trapped somewhere. Like, it gets boring staying in one spot for all your life, you know? Hence, that's why people often say, "Oh, I'm sick of this place. I want to move and do something different." Like, and it's like it's weird to me that people will make fun of people who do van life and choose to stay in small spaces, but they want to get on a 20-hour flight in a very much smaller place and deal with a small space for 20 hours on an airplane, but you cannot do van life, or you make fun of people who do van life. I don't understand that. I don't. So, other than that, um, you can do pretty much all the same things you can do in a regular house. So most of the time, you can cook. You got internet, solar panels. you you can do all your outside stuff very easily. You can put curtains in your car, your van, or whatever. You can you got your bed you can put in there, and you got your dressers. You got pretty much everything. It's like a tiny little room you're staying in. It's kind of like renting a, a studio apartment that has your kitchen, your bathroom, and everything inside of that one room. And you're only paying a little bit of money, but it's on wheels. That's how it feels. So I was looking for an apartment in the studio and all that stuff before I decided to do the van thing, and it just wasn't working. Everything's so expensive. And it's like, I don't have time to stress about that stuff. Why not make your life easier if you can? You know, we all complain about America. We all complain about California, the gas prices, the prices on this, the prices on that, but we don't do anything to cut those in half for ourselves. Like, we just deal with it and just complain as we go every single time. That shit gets tiring. You know, like, I don't want to live that type of life because that leads for people to get stressed out, which causes road rage, which causes, violence, which causes people to steal, and all that stuff is combined with needing money and having a stressful life that you feel like you're not in control of. That's what I'm avoiding. People don't seem to get it because what they see is a dude with locks, especially, who's black, who is deciding to live in a van and he has a job. You know, like, I've explained to people all the time that my goal, my life goal, is not just to live in a van, it's just to live free. And that is the goal. It's not to live in a van, it's just to live free. I don't want to live in an apartment that is controlled by rent people who decide to jack up the price whenever they feel like it, and there's nothing you can do. Right now, currently, that's what my sister's going through, and she's stressed the fuck out. And she doesn't even consider the fact that I've told her multiple times that the reason she's probably stressed out is just the money situation, the bill situation. The fact that you don't save money, which is important, is bad for you. If you don't save any of your money for important things, it's bad for you. Like, I thought ahead and I got ahead in my own game, and I was able to get a van for only $700. And I put about a couple $100 more into it since then, and it's come up to maybe 1,000 something. And I still have a lot more money. I still have a lot more money saved than the money I paid for the van and put into the van after I got it. So I've been doing a really good job managing that because I feel like I knew I needed to do that, so I did it. And I did a lot of research on, saving and stuff like that. So I got that in the bag pretty much. Other than that, a lot of people like my van. I still got a lot of decorating to do. I'm gonna put lights in there. I'm gonna get my little carpet machine thing going. I'm gonna get that business popping. um, gonna get some car seat covers. Gonna get a steering wheel cover. Gonna get my cooler. Gonna get my bed thing laid out, my dresser and all that, and I'm gonna convert it into a home on wheels. So there's also problems that go along, we all know, with vehicles. You gotta get your smog checks, you gotta get your stickers, you gotta get your registrations renewed and all that, license and all that stuff. And then it comes with repairs. So you gotta save for repairs or do it yourself if you know how. I'm currently gonna be learning on how to work my van and stuff like that. I'm gonna be, trying to practice that and learn some new stuff. So I won't always have to pay for it. It comes with its own stuff, but none of that stuff I would trade for living in a regular apartment. All the money you make from your job goes into an apartment. And all you are doing, basically, how I feel, is making money to live in an apartment just to sleep in it. And then wake up, do the same job, and then go back to the apartment, sleep, wake up, do the same job. You don't get to do anything. You don't get to hang out with friends, all that stuff, because you're so busy with work and you're so busy trying to keep up this persona of house life and living this lavish, ravish like life of luxury and all this stuff. Even the ones that aren't trying to do the luxury life, they're still struggling because bills are high, rent is high, everything's so expensive, but people just don't get it. And I do. I do get it. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So at the end of the day, y'all can make fun of me, call me a bum or homeless, whatever you want to call me, but I'm going to be living the life I want to live in America because I didn't ask to be here. And I know that I didn't ask to be here in America. I didn't ask to be born, period. And my life hasn't always been the best, but I'm making it the best life that I can make it for myself. I don't care about nobody else if they don't care about themselves enough to listen to the things that I say that are actually truth and positive things, options, all that stuff. If you don't want to listen to it, that's fine. It's on you. So that's why I decided to live this life. And that's why I'm going to continue to live this life. My only goal here is to be free and not feel captivated by society or just the standard of how you're supposed to live in this world. Like, get a job, wear a tie, get an apartment, get a house, make a family, all that stuff. It sounds good in movies and in books and stuff and on commercials. But in reality, that stuff is not always practical. So everybody's different. Let me just put that out there. Everybody's different. Everyone wants to live their life different. Just, if that's going to be that, leave me alone. Let me live my life. I'm letting you live your life. I'm not judging you. I'm just letting you know why I want to live the life I want to live and how I feel about living in an apartment. I've done that before. I lived with an ex-girlfriend for 4 years, and at the end of the day, I lost it all, just like that, because she broke up with me, lost my apartment, or our apartment. All that money I put in it, gone. All of it, just gone. So, what else can I say? All that stuff was gone. Wasted. Years wasted. On someone who I put in my trust and energy into. Wasted. That easy. That's what I'm saying. Don't live a life you don't want to live. Do what you want to do. You only get one life. Alright, y'all. Peace.